Well, it was significant that even as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was making a case and defending his plans of the military takeover of Gaza, along the same time, the UN began its meeting criticizing and essentially saying that this was not a good idea. You had that initial joint statement that came in, which focused on critical aspects where they talked about how this war or this plan by Israel risks violating international law. It could further exacerbate the humanitarian catastrophe that is currently there in Gaza. They also urged Israel to reverse its decision, further adding pressure, and also said that there was an immediate need to lift restrictions when it comes to the distribution of aid by way of UN and affiliated agencies to be operating in the affected area. So that was the main message. Following that, we saw the session beginning with member nations then individually starting to make their case. And so far, it's been about an hour, and we've been hearing some very, very strong condemnation and criticism of Israel's takeover plan of Gaza so far. And another critical point that a lot of these countries have been going ahead and making is that, look, this is not going to achieve the peace that you're looking for, and this will further not just endanger the lives of Gazans there in the Strip who've already been suffering from worsening humanitarian conditions, but they also make the case that this is going to be detrimental to the safety of the remaining hostages there, and this is certainly not going to help secure their safe release. So they are making that case as well. We're waiting to see, there are still other nations we're waiting to hear from, including what the US would say, because their stance has been interesting with President Trump earlier last week, essentially saying that it is completely up to Israel. So it would be interesting to see how the US positions itself amidst this kind of widespread criticism and condemnation that we've seen coming out of the US.